So families across Brooklyn and Queens not giving up their fight to save 4 neighborhood daycare centers slated to shut down in June.
So one of the early childhood centers has been around for more than half a century, providing services to the Williamsburg's South Side.
I went to the center, so this is the center that I graduated from. So this is deeply personal to me, and there's not a person that grew up in the South Side that didn't go to this center. So it's deeply, they've raised an entire generation of young people to do great things.
Borough president went to this daycare center. These closures were announced despite a recent proposal by Governor Kathy Hochul to invest $110 million to upgrade and build new daycares.
Joining us this morning is Teresa Bosque, the program director for the Nuestros Niños, and she's joined by Stephanie Garcia, who's an alumni and currently has a son enrolled at the daycare. So great to have both of you here.
Thank you. Hi, thank you.
Teresa, let me begin with you because we heard the mayor actually talk about this. He was questioned about it recently, and he said, well, the daycare only had 4 children, so he needed to look at what exactly they were doing there and whether or not that was the best appropriations. But you said you actually have 96 children in
Yes,
in
that's correct. So we have actually 96 children. They relied on a portal, and they saw that we had 4 children, but no one actually came to check. We have DOE representatives that come twice a month, and no one checked in with them either.
What did the portal show?
The portal showed that there were there must have been a glitch, or there were the 4 children.
Okay.
We did upload the children onto the portal, but they didn't bother to check in. We had parents signing attendance every day. No one came to check to see that we did have the 4 children or we didn't have the 4 children, and we have been enrolled fully with the 96.
Well, the city's also saying there's an oversaturation of low-cost daycare centers in that area. Is that true?
So we know that we are not low enrolled, and we know that there are other centers in the area. We are one of the few centers that provide extended day services. So we are open until 6, from 8 to 6, 12 months of the year. And so that provides families like Stephanie an opportunity to bring their children to our program to receive quality education for the full year that they wouldn't be able to do otherwise.
Yeah, and Stephanie, you have 3 generations of your family who have gone through Nuestros Niños, right? You actually made quite the journey to still go there for your current situation. So why is that place so special for you?
It's really important to me because I grew up in the neighborhood. I grew up in Williamsburg. The institution has been around now for 50 years. It has a great standing within the community. My son gets to learn both English and Spanish at the same time. He gets 2 home-cooked organic meals, 2 snacks. He's able to go to school between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. And we also have, he also receives quality care and quality education that he normally would not have access to.
Yeah.
The school has a Emilio Reggio inspired curriculum, and him and other kids in the neighborhood that are low income would not be able to have that level of quality education and care.
Which kind of explains why there's such a deep connection for so many folks in that community.
Correct.
I mean, you're even an alumni, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
so I was born in the South Side, and I went there when I was a baby. My mom actually was a teacher there, and she was the executive director there. And so I basically grew up there, and I went there when I was 2 in the 90s until I graduated when I was 5. And I actually became a DOE teacher. I was inspired to become a teacher, loved it, and I came back to Nuestros Niños to serve the children in my community. I still live there.
Did anybody from the mayor's office or the administration kind of acknowledge that maybe they made a mistake about the 4 and that there are 96?
Not yet. We are still waiting to see that they will acknowledge that. But as you can see, we had hundreds of people show up. Many leaders have graduated from our program, including obviously the Brooklyn Borough President, other important people. So we really want the city to just come and see for themselves.
Yeah.
We've invited the mayor to come and walk the halls. Children don't lie, and they will be able to show you.
It's an amazing school, and it's very easy to tell just by visiting the school.
And
it's very special.
And you're getting parents together. To
Yes, I'm getting
mobilize.
parents together. Yes, so I'm mobilizing a lot of the parents. So I'm doing TV interviews. I am speaking to the parents. We're calling the mayor's office. We're contacting the early childhood education chancellor at the DOE. We are responding to people on social media, on TikTok and on Instagram. We're calling politicians.
We're writing letters.
We're writing letters.
Yeah.
We're really going out of our way. And we're also encouraging a lot of the community members that have had children there or even attended the school themselves to come and show support for the school.
Yeah.
And we've had an amazing support from our community. And I think that goes to show just how important this school really is to that
It's not
community.
just a school. It's
Exactly.
an
It's not
institution.
just a school.
It's a cultural institution. It's been there for more than 50 years. Like Antonio Reynoso said, he learned how to tie his shoes, but not just that. We provide, we do coat drives, we give families events. Santa came to visit the children and provided hundreds of gifts for
Turkey
free.
giveaways.
Turkey giveaways. So it's a community institution.
So talk to the city
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Talk to the mayor right now. What would you say? What would happen if this daycare facility,
You wouldn't just
closes?
You wouldn't just be affecting children. You wouldn't just be affecting staff. You would be affecting a whole community that has been there for over 50 years. Us personally, but also the whole community of Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Everyone went there. Everyone knows there, and we just, it's very important. It's very special.
And the reason why you're making the pledge to the city is because this is city funded, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And that's why they're pulling the funding from it. So there is no ability to stay open without the funding of the city.
Absolutely.
Correct, yes.
We don't have funding. And we did have a fight a few years ago, but it was because of the lease. This time, we don't have a problem with the landlord. He wants to renew the building. It's just with the DOE.
Well, hopefully they look at the numbers.
Please,
Yeah.
I
We're
hope so.
hoping so.
We hope that this fight isn't over and that we will continue.
Real quickly, where
Yeah.
would the children go if it does shut down?
We don't know. So that leaves us without childcare from June. If the school actually does close in June, that leaves us without childcare between June and September, because especially like my son is in the 2Ks program, and so I would not be able to enroll him in any program over the summer. There's no summer camps for 2-year-olds. And also any of the 2-year programs, they have already, students have already been enrolled since September. And so I can't just come in and enroll my child. There are not enough seats in our neighborhood. I went to a public school the other day and they told us they had 30 seats for 3-year-olds. The other one has 28. There's only one other center as well who is not extended day, who also has a limited amount of seats. So we know for sure that we're struggling to find care.
Yeah.
And also, it's really the only affordable option in Williamsburg, a neighborhood that's really been gentrified and has changed so much with rising costs. So closing the school would really impact families and allow them not to have a work-life balance, allow them not to be able to provide care or an education for their children. Education and childcare should not be a luxury.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And they should have access to whatever it is that they need.
We got to cut it there
Yeah.
because we're out of time, but keep us posted on what exactly
do.
comes
Yeah,
again, because we want to
definitely.
keep on the story. So
Please.
appreciate you,
Thank you.
Tiffany and Stephanie. Appreciate you both
Please.
being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you for helping us get the word out.
Thank you.
You got it.